And there's only maybe one other person who knows more about unemployment than Dr. Rich Templin and Karen Woodall, and that is me. Because during the COVID-19 pandemic, our legislative office helped more than 50,000 Floridians access their unemployment compensation during what is, of course, an unprecedented time. But I'm sad to say that even today, with our unemployment rate dramatically lower, people still cannot access their benefits. The system is broken to the point where you cannot get through to a call center agent. The website still has crashes. It's challenging for Floridians who, by the way, don't have a job on no fault of their own. You don't qualify for unemployment if you've been terminated. You only qualify for unemployment if you were laid off, for example. And so when I asked the earlier question to the representative, I did not mean to be facetious or invasive. I was clearly just asking a question because if you've never tried to apply for unemployment in Florida, or if you've never helped someone try to apply, you actually might think this bill is a good idea. But the reality is that we have so many administrative burdens already in place when it comes to our compensation system. And by the way, Floridians pay for this with their employers. It's an insurance plan. It provides you a safety net when you are in that job search. And right now, because of Florida's unemployment rate being so low, you only qualify for a total of 12 weeks a year. So we're not even talking about a lot of time, and we're definitely not talking about a lot of money. Regardless of how much money you made in your job, you can only qualify for a maximum of $275 a week, and that is also taxed, members. So we're not talking about a lot of money. But to that point, it is something to help Floridians in that job search process to try to pay their rent, to try to keep food on the table. And just to give you some more stats, over the past 10 years, Florida has one of the worst recipiency rates in the nation, meaning that fewer than 12% of out-of-work Floridians even qualify to receive unemployment benefits. The payments are so low, again, it only replaces maybe 30% of a worker's lost wages. We're one of the lowest in the country. And we also charge the lowest unemployment rate to businesses in the country, by far. Business in Florida pay currently an average of $66 per employee. That's according to the Department of Labor. And the second lowest state is Mississippi, which charges $77. The national average is $291. So I share all of that because I empathize with the intent to stop fraud. I think that that's very valid. And I think there are some parts in the bill that are legitimate and just trying to make sure that you don't have cases of identity theft and so forth. The department experienced an identity theft breakdown during the pandemic, and thousands of people's identity was at risk. And we saw that happen where it led to a complete lockdown of benefits. So I think that is fair. But I really don't think it's smart policy, especially when the system is not designed to even process claimants today for us to make that process even harder with no appeal process when an employer falsely reports someone as missing a job interview. And of course, I've always been a big advocate in increasing that minimum benefit amount by at least $100 to get us more in par with other states in the country, since $275 is dramatically low and does not provide enough compensation for someone to just keep a roof over their head while they're looking for that new job. So for all those reasons and more, members, I do encourage you to vote no on this bill. We can come up with smart solutions that support hardworking Florida families, not make it harder for folks, no fault of their own, who are back in the job search market trying to find that job that matches their family's needs. Thank you.